Parkland left-wing activist David Hogg went on a profanity-laced rant, threatening President Donald Trump and the National Rifle Association. Hogg dropped the F-bomb over 7 times, while referring to conservative politicians and crying that law-abiding gun owners of the NRA are ckers with blood-splattered faces. The arrogant 17-year-old is featured in Time magazine, claiming he is in charge of what happens to our nation's gun rights. Well, the teen fool was shocked after fed-up Patriots gave him an epic SmackDown. David Hogg is out of control, and he is only getting his massive ego fed now that Time magazine is featuring him on their latest cover. Where are the parents of this foolish child? Hogg gave an interview, dropping the F-bomb like a drunken sailor, arrogantly claiming that he'll change our nation's gun rights, and anyone who goes against him will get cked-up. In an interview with The Outline, David Hogg attacked pro-gun politicians and the NRA, saying, "It just makes me think what ckers out there want to continue to sell more guns, murder more children, and honestly just get re-elected." What type of STI person does that? Hogg continued. Talking about the NRA and politicians who support our Second Amendment rights, he cried, they could have blood from children splattered all over their faces and they wouldn't take action because they all still see these dollar signs. Hogg said that he is going to make sure that those ckers aren't getting re-elected. Wow, this fool needs a reality check. His ridiculous demands are being fed by left-wing extremists who have groomed him to become their poster boy, and to describe him as full of himself would be an understatement. Hogg said that he does not want more school security because we're going to create a system where we widen the school-to-prison pipeline. This notion of there being a school-to-prison pipeline has been thoroughly debunked. Hogg said it is his job to fix America because our parents don't know how to use a effing democracy, so we have to. Yet, when he was asked what ideas he is coming up with for policies, Hogg spewed, "I shouldn't have to. I'm 17. If your blood is boiling, you're not alone. This kid needs to be spanked and put to bed without dinner for his filthy mouth alone." It seems to me his parents have left him to be brought up by followers of commie Che Guevera. Hogg says, "I'm the NRA's worst nightmare," when the truth is that he is a nightmare who will end up like most child celebrities, amounting to nothing in the end. He'll be vaguely remembered as that wacko kid who was brainwashed by left-wing nutjobs. Outline, the leftist outlet that recorded that interview, gave us some insight into why Hogg is out of control. Hogg wasn't home when we arrived at his house on Tuesday evening. His mother, Rebeca Boldrick, said he was dropping off chocolates at his friend Emma's house. "Emma, the badass," she said, referring to Emma Gonzalez, another Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School student. Emma, the badass? What kind of mother calls a kid a badass, like it's some badge of honor? These teens' brains aren't fully developed. Clearly, these parents have relinquished their roles and they are taking orders from these out-of-control kids. According to Outline, Boldrick didn't know we'd be coming. Her son forgot to tell her, but she welcomed us anyway. She didn't seem surprised to be greeting unannounced reporters and a film crew. Their house has clearly become a whirlwind of activity since the shooting. Outline ads. While we waited for Hogg, Boldrick described the family's life over the past 2 weeks as a blur of interviews and television appearances. "We could set our cameras up anywhere," she said, but ABC would be bringing them dinner soon before yet another interview. The living room television was set to CNN. Sometimes Hogg's classmates would appear on the screen. Hogg's demands for stricter background checks and mentally ill people's restriction for obtaining firearms are already the law of the land. "I guess no one in the blur of TV vans and camera crews have clued him in on that. I wonder why his loony bin parents aren't focusing on the Broward County sheriff who was informed about the shooter 39 times prior to the shooting. Americans aren't amused with Hogg and his carnival act. Hogg is weak when he goes off script. His handlers need to do a better job if they want to milk David's cult of personality until the next school year," tweeted Rex Spratling. Patriot Infidel posted a tweet directly for Hogg at DAVIDHOGG111. "You feel like a man now. If you think that behavior is going to help your cause, you have a lot to learn. Grow up and stop acting like a spoiled child." One Twitter user named Levelert made an often point with a pic they posted as their response to David Hogg and his handlers. Adolf Hitler confiscated guns in Germany. It's what tyrants do as they take power, and that's the goal of these radical leftists. I don't think Hogg or his starry-eyed idiot parents give a crap about gun control. Hogg let it slip in that interview that he is so pumped because his new stardom has increased his Facebook and Twitter following. His mother is a one-mama Kardashian letting her son run the show, and it is a show. David Hogg will crash and burn. He's motivated by a little red light that blinks when he's on live TV, and the truth is that he's not talented or special, he's an opportunist. He celebrated hanging up on Trump, along with his baddest sidekick Emma Gonzalez. America smells fake news all over this obnoxious teen, and dropping F-bombs is always the last resort when you can't win the argument. Hogg's a puppet to take out the NRA. Someone needs to let him know they've been around since 1871, and they aren't going anywhere.